And the person that we're talking about is Churchill Owido, who is live in studio and told Shafi that he wanted to say thank you. I know you're wondering what for. We'll get to that. But Churchill, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, viewers and all listeners. I'm Churchill Owido.
Yeah.
First of all, I will want to pass my condolences to the family of Kenneth Matiba. Yeah, and to greet all Kenyans. Yeah, I'm Churchill Owido.
And he's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer. Wakili. Soon to be.
Okay, so the reason that he wants to say thank you is because Churchill, at the beginning of this year, in January, stood on Uhuru Highway.
Uhuru Highway.
Yeah.
It was Uhuru Highway next to GPO there.
Yes. With a manila paper where he had written a message asking you and I who would cross that road to contribute to his school fees because he needed to go to the Kenya School of Law. Yeah, right? Sure. Okay, so that's where we are at the story, but we need to backtrack, okay? So what exactly was happening? So you had finished law school, you had to go to Kenya School of Law.
Yeah, first of all, I'm a lawyer. Yeah, I'm a qualified lawyer. I'm a graduate from the University of Nairobi. Yeah, and I needed to do my advocates training program at Kenya School of Law.
Yeah.
Of which generally I didn't have that money and the tuition fee, both for the Kenya School of Law and Council of Legal Education.
Yeah.
That is the examination fee.
Okay.
So by all means, I tried my level best to seek help from different quarters, different individuals, but I saw as if I'm becoming a burden to other members. So I was pushed literally towards the wall, and when you're attacked by somebody and you don't have any other sophisticated weapon, what will you do? You will retaliate by all means possible. So on 18th, that is February, I had to, as I was going to church on that particular day, something just came to my mind, but it's through God's intervention, of which I do thank my God, the Lord Almighty. So something came to my mind. I was to pass after my mass service at Diwapo Catholic Church. That's in Kayole. I passed through Naivas in Komarok and bought placard for 20 shilling.
The Manila paper.
The Manila paper.
Yes.
Yeah, the yellow. In fact, it is the yellow banner. Yeah. If you saw me standing on Uruayo with the yellow banner, it's me.
Yeah.
Live on studio.
Yeah.
So literally, after getting the Manila paper on that night, I urged to put some writing, of which on the Manila paper, it was just a small request. First of all, I appreciated the human nature of Kenyans. Kenyans normally come and intervene during tragedies. We have had different tragedies and calamities in these countries, and Kenyans and even foreigners normally come through.
They always come through, yeah.
So I just appreciated that superhuman nature of theirs, and I petitioned my case with the Kenyans using Article 1 of the Constitution, of which Kenyans have that sovereign power. Yeah.
Okay. So you put on, for those of us who are not lawyers, who are like, petition, what's not happening? So you basically ask people to donate money towards your school fees and your exam fees, right? On this Manila paper. Before we even get further into your story, Churchill, do you mind if I share your age?
There's no problem.
He's 27 years old, all right? And whenever people talk about young Kenyans, always like, oh, if they don't have chums or if they have a problem, they feel like they're too embarrassed to share it because you have to look, the social media image that everything is okay, that you're living it up. And also, you then took it a step further. You went to the roads. most used and stood and then shared your problem out there, right?
That's true.
When you were doing that, did you ever feel scared, or did you feel like, oh my God, now everybody's going to know my business?
Did you think that guys will think you're crazy?
Yeah.
No. By the way, if you are heading for a particular course, and you believe in yourself, and you trust in yourself, and you put God first in everything that you do, do that thing to your level best. Have that passion of that doing the same thing until you succeed. One thing with me, I believe in myself, and I believe I'm not a failure in life. So as much as I was going towards the road, I didn't mind anything the way guys might talk against it. It was my own challenge, of which I said, if it is my challenge, I have to, by all means, I just have to push until I get success in it.
Yes, and face it head on. So we start off by saying that he came through to say thank you, which means this story ends on a high. So we're going to tell you more about that story in the next Onyango and Shafi, where we're listening to a powerful story from Churchill Owido, who is live in studio with us. Couldn't raise his school fees for Kenya School of Law and his examination fees as well. Took to the streets one Sunday, got the idea after Sunday Mass. And he took to the streets with a placard asking you and I to contribute to his school fees. All I'm going to say is that this story ends in a happy ending, guys, so don't grab your tissue just yet. But I want to know what your experience was when you were standing on Uhuru Highway. How many days did you stand there for?
I went on 3 consecutive days, but initially I was going for that particular one full week. But what made me now to, after the 3rd day, to be on and off, first of all, by the 2nd day, that is on Tuesday, which was 20th February, at least I'd received a positive note.
People were contributing.
Initially, there's a company which sponsored me. A friend of mine whom I was with back in campus in Parklands School of Law, he endorsed my name. He endorsed my name for me to be a beneficiary of their sponsorship. And generally, I didn't have his number, so I got mixed up. I never knew whom I was speaking with. So
when he called,
when he called, I was not sure, and I in fact, because I confirmed the number, he didn't have the number, and the voice couldn't get to me, so I knew it is just generally Kenyan. Who
was a well-wisher.
So I just said, even though he has offered me that opportunity to go to their company and get a check, I still am not yet sure. So I continued going
to the road.
Street. Of which on Wednesday I got arrested.
Wednesday 21st, you got arrested by
Wednesday,
who?
Wednesday 21st, I got arrested by the police.
Why? Okay, so what happened?
They purported that I didn't have
a permit.
Yet, under our constitution, as much as you go to assemble, as much you go to demonstrate, to picket, and to petition. I'll tackle the issue of petitioning. When you're petitioning a matter, you don't need a permit from the police. And moreover, again, when you are demonstrating as a single individual, you cannot cause any harm. You cannot kill a mosquito with a sledgehammer.
So they arrested you, and then what happened on this day?
So when these guys arrested me, the junior police officers, when they arrested me, I had to comply because I'm not a thief, first of all. And what my agenda and my course of action was petitioning my matter to the Kenyans, of which the Kenyans have that sovereign power. So I was not in any shoddy business or in any legality. So when I came off the road, I gave them everything, all my documentation, because I had my admission letter of school.
Yeah, so that's what you had all your documents while you were,
including the yellow placard.
Including the yellow placard. Eventually, even the people who met me on the road, those whom I spoke with them, I used to give them a photocopy
so
of
that they know
admission letter, so that they will see it's something which is generally true. Yeah, it's not me going there to fraud.
It was not a con, yes.
Yeah.
So they take you off of the road. You give them all your documentation. Then where do you go to?
We went to Central Police. By the way, the three junior police officers, they accommodated me in a friendly manner. They understood me, and one of them was really to my case in terms of him intervening for me and getting that purported permit, of which under the law for me, I knew I was.
You didn't need it.
I didn't need it. So I just had to comply. They gave me their reasons. I had their reasons too, of which they were valid. They told me that that road, people normally get robbed. Diplomats normally get robbed. So what they were doing as per their work. I did understand them. We went to Central Police Station, but reaching Central Police Station, the leadership there, OCS, didn't want to hear me out. And initially instructed the cops to book me.
What?
Yeah, that's the truth.
Initially
instructed the juniors to book me so that the next day I will go to court. Of which I was ready to face the law. And
you are a lawyer.
So what did they book you with? Creating disturbance?
Eventually, the same one of the juniors who wanted me to get a permit, he went to the head of traffic department, of which the head of traffic department saw that the thing which I was doing, it was genuine, but I didn't have to contradict maybe the OCS. So they just told me that they have let me free, but I should not go on the same spot again, because it will bring problems in terms of the command in the station.
Oh my God. Okay, so all of that drama, you and I would probably have gone home, to that Manila paper, and been like, okay, God, next sign. What's the next sign? But that was not the case with Churchill. We're definitely going to get to the next chapter in this engrossing story. Send through your comments and your questions on Twitter and Facebook at Kiss100 Kenya. We'll be right back. In the spin, Lukidi saying, shout out to Churchill Owido for his bold move to ask for assistance, and all the best to him. There's Hillary Cheriotu saying, my God, his story is super inspiring. He is proving that your history cannot determine your destiny. I'm going to read some more of your tweets in a bit, but we're still at the cliffhanger where this, he's been arrested by cops, and then they finally let him go. And then what happens?
During that particular afternoon, I remember it was some few minutes to 12. 12 p.m. I was after leaving the police station, I did go to Nairobi University main campus at the educational building. I was going now to meet some of my friends who are working there. So that's when I got this call for the second time, and it was Baraza. Baraza, we call him AKA Chief. So Baraza told me that I should go to their company. That is environmental and combustion consultants. They have waived out each and everything. And initially, he had on Tuesday when I communicated with him, he had told me that he had sent the photo to their boss.
So while you were standing on Uhuru Highway, there was people, you didn't even know that a photo of you was circulating and had gone viral.
True.
So people had taken photos. So he had gotten the photo and sent it to his boss. Okay.
His boss had gone abroad. His boss was in a particular meeting abroad. So when he sent the photo to him, the boss directed the company that I should pull out from the street
Yeah.
and start school as soon as possible. And he directed them to facilitate the in terms of the tuition fee, paying it to the bank.
So they give you a check for the entire amount.
Yeah, they did pay for me 145,000. That is 145,000 Kenyan shillings. Yeah, and in particular, little did I know, because this year I've been low when it comes to social media.
Yeah,
I have not been using any social media. Even when I went to the road, I didn't put that matter to the social media. So even some friends of mine, my seniors, whom we used to be with them in Parklands, but they were ahead of me in Nairobi University School of Law, Parklands, led by Senior Counsel Evans Ogada. Little did they know that
they had seen the picture.
Yeah, they had seen the picture
that went viral.
And then Senior Counsel Evans Ogada gathered senior advocates in this Republic of Kenya and junior advocates in this Republic of Kenya. Even them, they were now doing their own contributions.
They were now like getting the funds together.
Yeah, and this other side already, my fee too was already sorted. So all in all, me normally thank my God. Everything happens for a reason, and it's through God's power. So eventually, when we were now, people started calling me, at least asking me where have I reached in terms of maybe the money that I've collected. I was telling them that they can send what they have, and I told them, I informed them about the company, and also the group of advocates
who came
through for me. I informed them about the company.
So hold on.
This is amazing, because like you get arrested, when you come out, you get double what you were looking for.
Not even double, more, because now there are other random Kenyans who just out of their own goodwill sent you money directly.
In fact, the first day on 19th, that Monday, when I was leaving that particular section of the road, I had already collected with me 8,000 Kenyan shillings
from just people who were in traffic, who saw you standing by the roadside with your yellow
went through your documents,
and they sent you the money.
And it was Kenyans and foreigners at the same time.
So what I love is also that the excess money went. You also shared it with another student, Angeline, I think is her name,
Angeline,
who also didn't have enough funds to go to Kenya School of Law.
That's true.
Oh my God. Okay. So, but it's just amazing, guys. Like, it sounds like a movie, but it's real life.
A big shout out to all the Kenyans, and a big shout out to the cops, because, you know, like the junior police officers who saw reason. And saw that, yes, this guy is genuine.
There's nothing bad he's
doing. And they advised you and did not book you.
Yeah, true.
Oh my God. So when we come back, he has a special message for Kenyans. And, of course, if you have your questions, I'll ask them. And just be open. You never know. Sharing your problem. There could be somebody out there with a solution to your problem. 3 to 8 though, Churchill Owido. So when he reached out to Shafi, all he wanted was to tell Kenyans thank you. And I can understand why. Going through your entire story and the entire journey, I'm like, I get it.
There's a question you never asked him. So like every session, because he was arrested on the 3rd day, and that's when, after being arrested and then dealing with the cops, that's when everything just opened up. Monday and Tuesday. How long was the session? For how long were you standing at GPO roundabout?
I used to stand from morning. I used to go there very early in the morning, and I leave in the evening.
Yes, there you have it.
A full day.
A full day. He never took a break. He never went for lunch. Because first he couldn't even afford the lunch.
And also you're there for a reason, so you have to stick to that reason. So what do you want to tell the Kenyans who, even the ones who maybe didn't contribute but took the photo and shared, you know what I mean? Maybe somebody didn't have enough money to contribute. What do you want to tell them?
I would like to thank all Kenyans who supported me financially, morally, and even socially. Even though maybe you didn't contribute in terms of money, but talking to a fellow brother, that motivated me, because there are people who are like telling me, you do what you have to do, and we will wish to see you becoming a brilliant advocate after Kenya School of Law. So I getting that motivation from different quarters. At least it uplifted me, and I had to do what I had to do to my level best. And then, though at the same time, I got some rebellion. I remembered one case, particular parent who was driving told me that I pull out from the road and go and start maybe doing particular business. But within 1 year, surely, at this time in our economy, whereby we are facing economic hardships, and in terms of the economies, it's not doing that kind of good.
That wasn't your why. You're there because you want to go to.
You had the why,
and I didn't have that chance of losing it, because maybe I would have lost even the admission.
Because it was time sensitive.
New. Fresh again in terms of applying again.
But what also stood out for me is that, you know, and later on in Kiss 100 LCO.KE, you guys will see and hear Churchill's full thank you message. But there's something that you want to tell the government. There's a call to action.
What I would like to tell our Kenyan government, the executive led by His Excellency Honorable Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and plus the Ministry of Education led by Ambassador Amina Mohamed, kindly see the way that lawyers can get a kitty when it comes to Kenya School of Law. Because even in terms of help, we are not beneficiaries. And you cannot tell me that a student will finish campus,
graduate,
at the same time, graduate. After graduating, he is supposed to go to another particular college in order for him to get a practicing license. Because it's mandatory. If you are a lawyer, you must undergo the advocates training program, after which you pass the bar exams, you do your pupillage, you get your admission to the bar. So the government should do something when it comes to getting for lawyers that kitty, because I know of several cases students are missing this opportunity because they come from poor backgrounds and humble backgrounds, just similar like me, and they cannot afford that money. That money, 145 for the tuition fee, and then 45 for the examination fee, which comes to 190. It's quite much. So the government, kindly see the way you can help students who are doing law, so that at least each and every person can get
the chance,
opportunity.
An opportunity.
I love that, and I feel like for that, and I told you this first time I met you, that for something so powerful to happen in your journey, it means that when you are finished with everything that you're doing, like your purpose is much bigger than you think. Like you have to do like some super big things for the country and just for the world also. So thank you so much for coming.